For this video, we will be reviewing Captorra's dashboard and reporting solution. The dashboard utility in Captorra is a unique function that allows our clients to truly create personal screens that shows them not only real-time data with reports, but can pull in other areas of the system as well. These reports and the dashboards as a whole are fully customizable, but we will review some common use examples. This first example we have here is a marketing dashboard. It shows how many intakes we have received for both this month and last month based on how potential clients heard about the firm. These reports can be displayed as pie graphs, funnel charts, horizontal and vertical bar graphs, or even simply as rows and columns like an Excel sheet. Each of these graphs are very dynamic as well. You can open up this report to bring up the data that makes up this graph. From this screen, you can easily click on a specific portion of the graph to see the data that makes up that specific piece. Such as here, I can click on the 11 intakes that came from our 92.9 The Game radio ad this month. At this point, you have the capability to drill down even further. An important piece of information that I'm able to extract at this point is out of these 11 intakes, we have signed up 3, and by clicking on that bar, I can quickly see the 3 cases we've signed up from our radio spot from this month. The next dashboard we have as an example is the Intake Specialist dashboard. This is a perfect example of how dashboards can be used to bring in more than just reports. A screen like this can show an intake specialist their activities for the day and pending intakes as well to make sure they stay on top of their assigned intakes to move them along to a referred out, turned down, or signed up status. This management report shows a staff report where you can see your staff side by side, how much volume each person has had within those intakes, and how well they're doing versus their sign-up rate. Alongside that report, we have a vertical bar graph showing the status of each case so that you can see how many cases were signed up versus turned down, referred out, or any other pending status. We also have a report here at the bottom showing your total number of intakes for the month across each practice area. Captorra also has the ability to provide very customizable reports outside of the dashboard utility. It is important to note that any of these reports can be scheduled to be sent to anyone within the firm based on the report, day, and time. For example, if the partners are not users in Captorra, which is pretty common, they can actually receive a report or a group of reports every morning at 9 a.m. if they would like. Now, just to quickly review some examples, here's a report that tracks conversion rate by marketing source. I can open up January and see how well each campaign did across the top, and even open up that campaign further and see it broken down by practice area. This next report shows a conversion rate by intake staff. I can see how well one staff is doing versus another, and even expand it to see how well an intake staff is doing across different types of cases. This last report shows the average cost per intake and average cost per sign-up against how much we spent for a specific campaign. As an example, if I click Acme Lead Group as my marketing source and say that we spent $10,000 on this campaign for this month, we can quickly see that each intake costs us $357, while each sign-up costs us $2,000. To finish up this video, I want to quickly review how easy it is to create these reports and views. Captorra has a feature called Advanced Find, which allows you to easily search and group any field across the entire system. As an example, I'm going to run a report that filters all intakes for this month and only auto accident intakes. You will notice it brings up a view in a spreadsheet format with the results of that search. From here, I can easily sort any column, like say intake status as an example. If there is a column that is not needed or is missing, I can easily go back and add a column like say intake owner. Once you add a column to the report, you can move it to the desired location, and then I'll run this report again and see that the intake owner column is now added to that view. Once these reports are created, you have the ability to save it as a view in Captorra and then share it out with anyone within your organization that you would like to. It is also important to note that like any view in Captorra, it can easily be exported to Excel.